back and forth, more from Teofimo's side. You approached your father. You told him something. What is it that you told him? Because I know he was trying to like get some antics towards you, and it didn't get to you.
No, I just told him about himself. He know what I said, but he got to stop being a clown, you know? Like, everybody not with the clown antics and things like that just because he want to sell a fight. It's cool to sell a fight, but I'm not fighting. Leave me alone. I'm retired.
You give yourself time to reflect and appreciate how well you've done so far in your career?
No, not at all. I hate myself for it, but it's part of it. It's just part of the life.
Or appreciate it as well.
I don't appreciate it. That's why.
Oh, yeah.
I don't. I think that I get butchered, and I think God punishes me a lot for it. So I'm just a punching bag to that. So one day I'll get, maybe one day, but not yet.
We appreciate you, though.
Yeah. These guys appreciate you too.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I just never got my fair share. I never did. Not once, man.
That's the way you look at it.
Not once. But hey, that's just my journey. I guess I just never took on Baphomet, so I just gotta keep it moving.
Terence Crawford didn't raise his voice, but when Bud finally addressed Teofimo Lopez's past remarks, it hit with the weight of a judge's gavel. There was no emotion in it, no back and forth. This wasn't an argument fueled by feelings. It was an argument rooted in standards.
Every time, gotta put respect to it. To all my brothers and sisters, I love you guys. Always salute to the power that it be above. I thank you guys. I never wanted anything to harm you guys at all. So for that, my condolences to all you guys and to the slavery and everything that's ever happened mentally.
See, look, I look at it like this. It's a prime example. When life comes at you, it'll come at you in many ways, and you gotta treat it like a champ. That's it. You gotta treat it like a champ. Tell yourself it's okay. I learned from it, and I treat it like a champ every time. So if you're going through hard times in your life, whether it's from any sports or academics or anything like that, it's okay. You're still a champ.
Crawford framed it simply. Trash talk has always been part of boxing. But once it drifts into racial shots and lazy stereotypes, you're no longer promoting a fight. You're revealing yourself, and that exposure carries consequences.
Lopez apologized for slavery because of all of the disrespect and the racist comments he was given. Bud Crawford calling him a monkey, the N-word with the hard ER, etc., etc., etc. Who knew all Tio needed was an whooping? Well, Shakur gave him exactly
that. Moment matters because Bud isn't just another voice online. He's a pound-for-pound great who's lived every inch of the grind. He understands how words linger and how they echo back once the gloves are on.
Offended all of us, so you know exactly what you're doing. You tried to play that game, making them racist remarks, and I said I'm not feeling it. I don't like when Ryan Garcia did it. I'm not understanding that type of stuff at all. I stand firm on that. Well, Terence Crawford seen this after this last match when he got dominated. Shakur Stevenson put down the complete demonstration. He didn't get but one round. Terence Crawford went up. You know, they had the little situation where they was about to get into it and stuff and said, hey, they mad. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. F them. F T.O., F his daddy, F his sister, and anyone else that has a problem.
And Teofimo's history didn't vanish. The comments aimed at black fighters, the questioning of why networks backed them, the dismissive tone toward their success, none of it faded. It piled up. You could feel it hovering when he finally spoke after the loss, talking about punishment and self-reflection.
First of all, you don't joke about people trauma. Second of all, it ain't even funny. So you know why he was doing it. He was purposefully being racist. So you get what you deserve. Tio was complaining about ESPN signing black fighters. From Devin Haney to Shakur to Shushu to Keyshawn. Ironically, they all won and Tio is the only one that lost. They all won in impressive fashions, becoming champions, etc. Teofimo Lopez is the only one that lost in an embarrassing fashion.
Whether you believe in karma or not, boxing has a brutal way of turning disrespect into reality. Then came the ring, and that's where Shakur Stevenson erased all the noise. From the opening bell, Shakur didn't just outbox Teofimo, he outthought him, turning every feint into a trap and every burst forward into an error.
But it was a hell of a night. T.O., he came and tried to do his best, but his best wasn't enough.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I thought T.O., he came, he brought it, but you were just that much better. I was so impressed by the range control, the balance, the discipline in there. How did you feel in there?
I knew since the second round it was over. I went back to my corner, I told him, I said, I'm stronger than he is. And when I seen that, it just gave me more confidence, and it was my night.
Yeah, I thought you filled out really well, 140. You looked really strong in there, big. Is this your best weight class?
I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna be at 140. I have no clue. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board and sit down and scan myself. I'm gonna watch the fight, see how I like it, and we'll see from.
Teofimo looked puzzled, frustrated, always half a second behind a fighter who'd already cracked the code. This wasn't about power or grit. It was timing, intelligence, and preparation. Shakur made a former champion look ordinary without needing theatrics, and that's the coldest form of dominance.
Oh, how hard you trained in there. It showed in the ring, the discipline, the shape you were in. You had great cardio. Looked like you could have gone, 18 rounds.
I could have. That was easy. I actually was picking it up as it go, but T.O., he fought to not get stopped, so respect to him.
Wait, so respect for fighting to not get stopped?
He could have got stopped in there. It was almost over at a couple of times.
Isn't that more respect, maybe? If you,
he's a tough fighter. Yeah. He got power too, speed too.
So that cut you opened up, that was what, precision?
That was me just being the best. Hey, Mike, we about to get.
So when people connect the dots afterward, Crawford calling out the disrespect, Teofimo questioning his direction, and Shakur delivering a masterclass, it feels less like coincidence and more like boxing doing what it always does. Say whatever you want. Eventually, the ring tells the truth.
Just what was it like in there? How come you didn't really feel like you could get into the rhythm as such? Just your perspective on it.
Yeah, I think I was just honestly too focused on one particular objective, one particular thing, than really enjoying what I could see opening. I was catching him a lot with the body shots a lot. So I think that was one of my effective arsenals that was getting him every time. But I think just more combinations, especially finish with left hooks and stuff. I did poorly on not listening to my team. That's on me. Take it on the.
And right after watching Shakur turn that fight into a live lesson in control, timing, and separation, Teofimo Lopez Sr. steps in, sounding like someone trying to explain a storm after it's already passed. What's striking is how he starts by saying everything was fine, then immediately explains why it wasn't. He keeps circling back to sparring, to drills, to what should have happened, and that's the first crack. Because when Senior says he didn't do what I told him, what he's really saying is the plan never survived contact with Shakur's mind.
The sparring sessions were like what motivated me to this fight. That I was 100% sure we was gonna win. For some reason, the game plan, my son didn't do what I told him he was supposed to do.
You can hear the frustration when he talks about rhythm, about stopping Shakur from doing what Shakur does best. And that's the nightmare matchup in one sentence. Senior floats the idea that media pressure, online chatter, and future fight talk got into Teofimo's head. And that's not wild, but it also quietly admits something bigger. This wasn't a physical defeat, it was mental. When he says the power wasn't there, I don't hear tired muscles. I hear hesitation.
How you gonna fight, a fight when everybody wants you to lose? You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know what happened. It just looked like all his powers were not there. Like everything was like that we planned, everything that he did in sparring, everything that we planned to do was not there.
And when he insists Teofimo wasn't beaten up and went 12 rounds, that's a father protecting pride, not a coach breaking down the chessboard. The moment that really stands out is when he admits his son is easy to disrupt mentally. Because Shakur didn't need to hurt him early, he just needed to confuse him. Sr. keeps saying everyone wanted his son to lose, but pressure in boxing doesn't come from noise outside. It comes from the man in front of you taking away your options. Even the 8th round moment he points to, where Shakur was supposedly hurt, feels like a stretch because Shakur reset instantly and took control again.
All the greats have lost and they have come back and they have done great. So, you know, we're here and we're gonna stay. He's still 28 years old. He's still not in his prime, and we're coming back stronger than ever. You know, next time I think he's ready to go to 147.
Then comes the pivot to 147, the classic post-loss escape route. Bigger bodies, fresh scenery, new dangers. But here's the reality. Moving up doesn't fix processing speed, discipline, or adaptability. Teofimo Sr. sounds loyal, emotional, and genuine, but also trapped in explanations that dodge the simplest truth. Shakur didn't win because Teofimo failed. Shakur won because he was better, sharper upstairs, and already 2 moves ahead before Teofimo even started thinking.
Shakur, like I think in the 8th round, and he was hurt for about 2 rounds and he let him come back. You know, the whole plan was not to exchange with him. The whole plan was not to box with him. I guess, you know, it worked to Shakur's benefit, and congratulations to him and to his team. And we got to move to better things, you know what I'm saying? It's not the end of the world. We grew and come back. He's the greatest. He's one of the greatest fighters right now in the business, and let's see what happens, you know.
And right after Teofimo Lopez Sr. finishes breaking down the loss like a system glitch instead of a takeover, Tim Bradley steps in and says essentially, "You're still missing the scary part." Bradley isn't debating the outcome. He's talking about how little Shakur actually showed. That's the unsettling part. When Bradley says this wasn't the full package, that's not hype. It's a warning. He's looking at Shakur Stevenson the same way veterans once looked at a young Terence Crawford, like, you're still on the loading screen. And I love how he frames it around confidence, not power. Shakur already sees everything, catches everything, counters everything. He just hasn't flipped the switch where he decides, I'm done playing now. That's chilling.
Still growing as a fighter. He's still growing as a man. He's not even at his peak yet. Let me say that again. He's not at his peak yet. The minute Shakur gets confident enough, because you heard it after when he was just like, I could have stopped him, but he started fighting back. The minute he gets confident enough, man, I'm telling y'all, he gonna stop a lot of fighters.
Bradley even brings up Shakur admitting he could have stopped Teofimo, but chose control instead. That tells you this fight was managed, not survived. Every time Teofimo tried to think, he got countered. Every time he tried to load up, he froze. At one point, Bradley straight up says Teofimo went amateur in there, not because he forgot how to fight, but because his mind was overloaded. That's elite level domination. Then Bradley drops the comparison that really sticks, Terence Crawford. Not the power or the violence, but that moment when Bud gets tired of solving you and ends the exam early. That's where Bradley believes Shakur is headed. Not yet, but soon. And that's the difference. Teofimo Sr. is still explaining the past. Bradley is predicting the future. If he's right, what we just saw wasn't peak Shakur. It was a preview. And that's bad news for the division.
Shakur turned Teofimo Lopez into an amateur fighter. Didn't even leave first gear. This is not the best Shakur Stevenson. I'm telling you guys. I said this after the Cepeda fight. When Shakur put it all together, I'ma tell y'all when he puts it all together. When he put it all together, I promise you, it's gonna be It's gonna be crazy. Y'all gonna be like, oh my God. Yeah. Shakur Stevenson, Terence Crawford. I didn't have to be in the ring with Terence.
Brian McIntyre steps in and completely shifts the lens. BoMac isn't talking excuses, he's talking levels. When he calls Shakur's performance a masterpiece, it doesn't sound like post-fight hype. It sounds like a coach recognizing clean work. I love how he immediately points it at the next generation, basically saying, if you're young and want to learn boxing the right way, rewind that fight and take notes. When he says he knew Shakur would dominate the moment the fight was announced, that's not disrespect to Teofimo. That's respect for how styles collide at the elite level. And when BoMac says whatever Teofimo tried simply wasn't going to work, that's brutal honesty. Not mistakes, no door at all. When he repeats that Shakur has a great boxing mind, it perfectly echoes what Bradley said earlier. This wasn't about speed or power. It was about thinking faster.
Yeah, masterpiece, man. He looked so smooth, calm, and relaxed, man. That was beautiful. That was the one boxing lesson that you future guys, young guys and amateurs just turning pro, watch that, man. That was beautiful.
When you were watching it, did you feel right away Shakur's gonna run away with this?
Well, I kind of figured that when they said they was gonna fight each other. So I knew Shakur was gonna dominate him, but they must hype the fight up.
BoMac even jokes that the best way to beat Shakur might be to avoid him altogether. And honestly, that might be the most accurate scouting report so far. What elevates this moment is how smoothly he pivots to Terence Crawford. When he says Bud has nothing left to prove, it feels earned, not sentimental. 3 undisputed runs, dominance across divisions, and walking away before time collects interest. That's beating boxing itself. When BoMac describes working with Crawford like a classroom, it matters here because you feel the connection. The same system that built Bud's mind is shaping Shakur's future. While Teofimo Sr. talks regrouping and weight classes, BoMac is talking eras. Shakur at 135, 140, maybe beyond. Bud riding into the sunset. Different chapters, same blueprint. This wasn't luck. This was education.
Then just the way he dominates this fighter. There's never been a fight that Terence had that's been suspect or they wanted to run it back or something like that. There's not one fighter. Most of the fighters that he fought, he ended their career. Or they never was the same fighter after he fought them. Just look at it. Look at it, man. The last 3 guys, man, look what he did to them. The last 4 or 5 guys. Jesus Christ.